Sony is shutting down knack and the Last Guardian developer Japan studio. This was some sad news.
It's really unfortunate.
Yeah. So here I'm gonna read this. And this is another story I wanted to cover, but we can just cover it here. Masaki Yamagiwa, who is the producer of Bloodborne, he announced that he's leaving Sony Interactive Entertainment at the end of the month. But he's not going to give up game development, which is good.
Yeah.
But we lost a talented guy and someone that we had hoped would work on the next Bloodborne. So I'm going to read this here. Sony is reporting shutting down its oldest in-house developer. According to a video game VCG, I think it's Video Game Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
The company hasn't been renewing the contracts of many of its employees at Japan Studio. The developer is best known for its work on franchises like Gravity Rush, Ape Escape, and Knack, as well as for helping out with Bloodborne, The Last Guardian, and the recent Demon Souls remake. Some parts of the studio, including the team that works on Sony's Astro Bot franchise, will continue to work for the company, but by the sounds of it, Sony has parted ways with most of the other staff. So that is sad news. And I'm going to read this update here. Sony has confirmed that it's reorganizing Japan Studio in an effort to further strengthen business operations. SIE can confirm PlayStation Studios Japan Studio will be reorganized into a new organization on April Fool's Day. A spokesperson for the company told Engadget, Japan Studio will be recentered as to Team Asobi, the creative team behind Astro's Playroom, allowing the team to focus on a single vision and build on the popularity of Astro's Playroom. The company added that it will concentrate the majority of its localization, IP management, and external production efforts within its PlayStation Studios brand. So that being said, I'm going to leave it to you to explain how you feel about this.
I mean, it's always sad to see beloved developers leave,
Mm-hmm.
and Gravity Rush is literally one of my favorite games of all time.
We
I
just
can I
talked
can
about it this week.
I can safely say of all time, like it is a phenomenal game. And that originally I played it on PS Vita, and then I also got the remaster on the PlayStation 4. And I was excited to get Gravity Rush 2, and Gravity Rush 2 unfortunately just did not sell. And the servers were going to be closed a year after the game had been launched. And it was only after some passionate fan outcry that the departure of the servers was delayed.
Okay.
And it was only delayed for like I think half a year later or a year later, but I was able to
Okay.
get all the stuff I wanted out of it. But still, it sucks because these are some artistic and imaginative games.
Yeah.
Especially like something like The Last Guardian, which, granted, I wasn't the hugest fan of The Last Guardian, but Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, they're some of my favorite games
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
And so it's sad to see Japan Studio go away. Um, that being said, they are very talented developers, so I really do hope they find their footing somewhere else. But in terms of Sony, and what they are doing in terms of
Restructuring.
restructuring,
Yeah.
to focus on Astro's Playroom, I think that's really cool because
Astro's
Astro's
Playroom's good.
Playroom was one of the best games that come out on the PS5,
Yeah.
and that's not a joke.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
For those
And
of you who haven't tried it because you look at it as just like a introductory game, go play it because it's much more
give
than
it a
that.
try.
It's
Give it a
much
try.
more than that. Yeah.
It is the most Nintendo thing Sony has ever done.
Yeah.
And I mean, as much as they try to emulate Nintendo, this is the one time that they actually successfully did so
Mm-hmm.
with their own little spin on it, especially with the haptic feedback.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think focusing on Astro's Playroom and trying to build up that franchise. I'm excited to see what's going to come out in the
Yeah,
future for that.
yeah, yeah. Because
How,
they could make like a. There's all kinds of stuff they could do with Astro's Playhouse. It was
yeah,
because the way the game is designed, for those of you that don't know, it's designed as like a teaser for like what you can expect from the future of PlayStation 5. That's kind of
but
what
it's
it.
but it's an action platformer.
But it's an action platformer, yeah. Um, and you're literally inside a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
That's how the that's how the game works.
The way they celebrated PlayStation's history was phenomenal. I loved it.
Yeah, you could collect like old PlayStations and stuff like that. Okay.
How about yourself? How do you feel about the situation?
Yeah, I think it sucks that they're closing it. You're right. They made some really great games. And I think it sucks that the producer of Bloodborne's leaving. And it
Yes.
makes me worry about if they're going to make a new Bloodborne now, you know? Um,
Or even have a legitimate update to Bloodborne.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what bothered me the most was the news about him leaving. So
Yeah.